These days, a typical comic book film is going to cost you about $150 to $250 million, with a few exceptions. The likes of the Avengers films are of course going to be much more expensive, somewhere closer to $300 million just for production. Then you have the Snyder Cut with all its reshoots and everything costing close to $500 million. The original Venom cost $115, so Venom 2 comes in at a shocking $150 million budget. So $150 million for just the production cost of shooting and the post-production, of course, getting the film complete for Venom Let There Be Carnage is kind of shocking to me, and this is for various reasons. First and foremost, the first film cost between $100 and $116 million. Most people at the end of the day said it was about 115, so right there. So this costing about 150 is honestly kind of a shock because the film is substantially shorter. But obviously, if you've seen it, there's a lot more going on. So they kind of traded off what they thought was the best case and what was best for the film, which honestly I think was the correct choice. Having a shorter film that features more symbiote action was the smart call, in my opinion. And it definitely shows in the very rapid fire and quick runtime of the second film. And at $150 million, this means that you're seeing this film rival some of Sony's other big tentpole films, like the Spider-Mans, for example, but the budget for this film was not being co-financed by Disney or Marvel. So this is pure Sony, which again is rather interesting because them spending $150 million and putting the film out there in an uncertain time tells me that they were willing to gamble this film because they sort of have a guaranteed, future, if you will, with things happening with Venom, the multiverse, and all that. And I will say that if you really look at the bigger budget but the smaller runtime, I think you can see where some significant improvements were made, like not setting every single scene in the middle of pitch black and black goo smashing against other translucent-ish goo like the first film. So ultimately, I think they made the correct choice and they made a tighter, faster, way better film. And I think it shows, and I think it was the ultimate call. So $150 million at first seems a lot, and it is a lot, but they really try to put together the best, most rapid-fire film that they could. And had this thing been closer to 2 hours and 2 hours and 15 minutes, probably would have added another 50 to 75 million. There was no way Sony was doing that.